guys not block it so that I'm...
There.
Oh,
Everything is lit.
The whispers
Sandra
are
had-
louder.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
where am I going? I did it though. I finally got the puzzles. Oh my god. I really am enjoying this section. Those puzzles were a bit annoying.
Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for? We're being watched.
Yeah. Who's this?
Vernavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You have the features of those who call themselves Elven. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
Our slumber. Our slumber?
I don't understand the slumber bit. Who are you?
I am called Abelas.
Hello.
We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground.
Ah.
We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So let's talk to him. The elves need you. So let's talk to him.
Solus, perhaps
Yeah.
he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor?
Ugh.
Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
We mean no harm. I'm just gonna say
Our
it.
people have lost everything. They need you. They could learn from you.
Our people? The ones we see in the forest, shadows wearing Valisleen. You are not my people. And you have invaded our sanctum as readily as the Shemlin.
We knew this place was sacred. We've respected it as best we could.
That
I
is
believe
true.
you. Trespassers
tried.
you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them.
Oh, thanks,
When
man.
this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I'm gonna ally with them. But yeah. Use the sentence offer. I'm gonna ally with them.
I accept your offer.
Yeah.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
Morgan!
Seriously, Morgan? Really?
This would be our guide.
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morgan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
She turned into a bird.
Oh, Cole. You turned into a bird. Do we follow this person? Oh, cool.
This place looks untouched.
The entire temple must have looked like this long
Yeah.
ago. How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
We can always ask our hosts.
I will leave that to you.
I mean, as Cassandra's saying that, I'm like, dude, you're indoctrinated into your own religion. Like, it's no different. Okay, I think I have to go... Oh my god. I think I have to go this way. It's stunning and it's beautiful.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Oh, there's a door right here. She'd prefer if you remain closed. I just want to look. What's here? Just a very quick. Beautiful. I will follow after, but I want to know. Okay, anyway. It's such a shame how broken and ruined not ruined, but the elven culture, it's so lost, and there's elves disgruntled about it. Others, okay, let's go. I hate when escorts are really slow.
The Sentinels are holding off the Red Templars.
They're dying faster than they wanted to.
Yeah. I think I should have brought Dorian instead of Cassandra.
The Well of Sorrows.
So Mithal endures.
It's loud and so cold.
Andraste, guide us.
I find Cassandra annoying that she's so disrespectful to...
An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me, you bros! You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those
Hello.
elf things don't know when to stop. We come to the back end of nowhere, and here you are.
I like to travel.
Leading the Inquisition takes me to all sorts of interesting places.
You came too far this time. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, and he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
You're a vessel,
What's your
so you're
part
the
in it?
sacrifice.
What's a vessel?
You're the
What else empties
sacrifice.
a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't
How would you
forget a
tell me
word of the
that?
Well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
That's insane. He's not gonna. He'll cast you aside.
Once
I think you
Corypheus
get
is
that.
powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
Is that the best you could do? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength
What
the
is
Chantry
this?
tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. I will bring Corypheus
What
the well's
am
power
I
and your
witnessing?
head, all at once.
You have magical red lyrium armor. The hell?
Take them! Nothing!
Oh god, he's really coming after me. What the hell is this? What the hell?
Bastards!
What is now happening to
There we
me?
are. Watch your flanks!
Ah, he just won't leave me alone.
You think you'll win? Come on then! Get around them! No mountain to save you now!
Come on, is it doing anything? I don't know if it's doing anything.
No! Pay for that!
Did he just grow in size? What the hell is happening? What just happened?
Not the well, you
What did I
wretch.
witness?
You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's still breathing.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Abelos!
Abelos, what are you doing? Oh. Right. Morgan wants
You
it.
heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Good point.
You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
We stopped Samson. We're done. Back up. We need that well. Back off, Morgan. We stopped Samson. We're done. We need that well.
Samson thought the well's knowledge was valuable. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
You'll care when
it,
Corypheus arrives
yeah.
for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask?
We don't even know what the power is, or what wisdom, or what it
servant
does.
of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this.
Oh.
All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
It is lost already. It's
Look
lost
around
already,
you.
yeah.
Everything your people were. It's already gone.
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Via Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
If you allow it.
Not without
Yeah.
your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
Okay, so we're drinking from the well?
The Virabella-san may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
I need to know what happened to her.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen'Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Virabella-san remains. As do we. That is something.
Where will you go? What will you do?
Are you leaving the temple?
Yeah.
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shamlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
That's it, more no duty. Fight Corypheus with us.
You could come with us.
Yeah.
Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves long ago.
Another good point.
Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
Okay. Oh boy.
His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
Oh, the Illuvian's right in front
You'll
of
note
it.
the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key?
The key is
A
the
well
fountain.
Is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
That's not good. Back away now. Be careful. That's not good.
Seems like that should be a concern.
Knowledge begets a hunger for more.
That is true. Yes.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends.
Exactly.
What do you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You alone have the training?
You alone? This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have
And look at how
delved into
wrong you've
mysteries
been
that
this
you
entire
could only
time.
dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
Solus?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
I don't know.
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you.
I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
What about the price?
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
How can I trust you?
What's to stop you from taking the
Yeah.
knowledge and leaving?
My word. If that seems insufficient, Corypheus threatens all, even myself. He must be stopped.
And who stops you?
Yep.
I, Inquisitor, seek neither immortality nor your life.
What does everyone else think?
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
So many voices. They would be in your head, talking over you. You don't want them.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Because I don't like the idea of drinking it, and I don't want Morgan to drink it either. I wish there was a way to opt out and just don't drink it at all. But there isn't. I'm leaning towards giving it to Morgan because of Cole's comment, and just... It's because it's the Elven... I'm an Elvish mage. This is the people's history. It's just, I'm torn. Because I feel like in any replay of this game, I would probably go with Morgan, because I would play a different race and in class, and I feel like that would affect my decision. So I feel like out of all of the races and classes you can play, Elven Mage is like makes the most sense for drinking from the well yourself. But I also just don't want to risk it because of Cole's comment, and I just don't trust Morgan with it either. But I feel like Morgan is the way to go, because I don't want to... Because, you know, I've already got the mark and stuff, and it's just... He's been so insistent on it, and the game really is pushing you to have Morgan do it instead of yourself. But when I do my evil playthrough, it probably makes more sense to do it myself. So I'm gonna go with Morgan.
It's yours.
Solus approves of that, huh? Wow, I got a lot of disapproval. Like, I don't trust her either, but...
Morrigan! Are you alright?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah.
Now she can speak Elvish?
I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
What is this? Ugh, Corypheus. And he can fly? He can fly? What the heck? Wait, why have I lit up? I didn't take the... Why does it look like I... What is that? Ooh. So now that Illuvian is broken. Oh, we're gonna pop through Skyhold.
It is done.
Okay.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
Okay.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will
Good
not
point.
hide.
He's coming here. You seem certain. You seem certain?
You sound pretty certain when you say that.
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
That doesn't sound good. Even... How powerful is he?
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being.
Oh, so he's
He
Horcruxed
doubtless
it.
did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
Oh, is that all? Are you sure?
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to?
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
Okay.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Yeah, you do that, buddy. Make sure those trebuchets are recalibrated. Judge Samson, okay. Anywho, do I have... I don't know if I have anything ready. Corypheus temple left a general for dead. My soldiers and I captured Samson with ease. Given that he was still unconscious from your fight, while it will take an army and some time to return from the wilds, we can expedite Samson's return in order to put him on trial. If you've no objections, I would be present for his judgment. Of course, Colin, you can be present for his judgment. I don't blame you feeling the need for that. And I'll happily, of willpower, wait, such skills, beauty indeed, allow me to imagine take to fight. I have dreamed of crafting for so long. In return, we'll send you a collected note, a bit scattered, perhaps. Great, so I got something from that.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
Yeah, very premature. Okay, did that. Hey.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
I didn't do this, I hope history's good to me. I hope history's good to me.
That sounds more dangerous than anything I've done so far. And there is the wits that reassures us. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You're good, don't... you're a good friend.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me. It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lady. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
I feel like I should be running around talking to everyone.
So,
trying to wrap my mind around this.
So
We
am
went
I.
to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walk through a mirror, and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
We'll talk later. Still don't feel like talking to you about stuff. Hey, Solus. Oh! Oh, it's almost done. I'm guessing that's to do with the well. So we have like one more big... Okay, so now we're in the end game. Hey.
The Temple of Mythal was extraordinary.
Yes.
In all my journeys, I never dreamed of finding anything like it.
Cool.
What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
Yeah, one thing at a time. I'll restore what was. I'll rely on those I trust. I'll rely on those I trust.
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless woman may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
What, never?
There's a first time for everything.
Perhaps, but it will not be this time. I believe even you know that.
Why is this so important to you?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor.
Huh.
You have impressed me. You must not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrifice to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the
You're
past may yet
acting
survive.
weird. Hang on, the way he worded that and his comments at the Well of Sorrows, because he didn't want anyone to drink from it, but he didn't want to drink from it, and the way he said it, it was more like he was afraid of it, and he was afraid that it would corrupt him, that he would be corrupted by being tempted by that kind of power. That's what it kind of comes across as of now, because now he's talking about that not everyone in the party has good intentions. And, like, the way he's talking, I feel like he's talking about himself, and that, like, basically he's dropping a hint that he's gonna betray us. I just feel like the way he's talking, it's like he's warning us that in the future he's gonna betray us, and I don't know, there's something about him that's bugging me. There's always been something off. And just the way he worded that was so typical of, like, he's feeling guilty about thinking about betraying us, because out of everyone here, I feel like he's so quiet about so many things, which is why I get sus of him so much. Enough, let's switch it. It sounds like you're leaving. It sounds like you're leaving. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome.
It does sound like he plans on leaving. Which has got me concerned. Just don't do anything stupid, dude. Okay, can I talk to Dorian finally? It's been so long. Hey. Ah. How's it going?
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
What brought this on?
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
You encountered ancient elves. A piece of history. Something the Imperium didn't destroy. Maybe my people can atone for what we've done. There is something still left to restore. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Just go then. You could do great things. You could do great things.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
I'm glad you're just too amazing, Dorian.
Questions.
Aw, that's it.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Me too. Okay, I'm not talking to you. Or you. Do I have nothing else to turn in? For research? Okay, finally it's responding and it's telling me there's nothing. You're over here again? Hey.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
I didn't know it was gonna launch me into this. Shoot. I don't, What do you do as divine?
If you were divine, what would you do? Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
I didn't know I was gonna get launched into this decision. Ooh, so my options are Cassandra, and I was starting to like Cassandra, the idea of Cassandra as divine. She was growing on me with things that she was saying. But I also think Liliana would be brilliant at it because Cassandra's more of a warrior, and Liliana understands like the game and the politics of being in that kind of position of power. And I'm not saying Cassandra would be terrible divine, she's just what would be required to be in that kind of leadership position. I don't think Cassandra would thrive and do well in that. Honestly, I'm liking the idea of Liliana. I mean, she was even, she was chosen by the Maker in Origins, and I feel like I'm supporting Liliana. It's gonna be Liliana.
I think you would make a good divine. I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
Oh, you can't force change.
You can't force people to change their minds. Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see.
You can't make people see.
Too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Yeah, I'm supporting Liliana. Okay, anyway, that wasn't what I was here for.
If we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
Best prepare for it.
Can we prepare for flaming seas? Maybe collect all the snow from the frost banks just in case?
I see what I can do. I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythol as we speak.
Okay,
I hope
good.
that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corypheus missed. Anything to give us an edge.
Sounds good. Any
Anything I
updates?
should know? It's been a long road, but we're nearing the end. With Samson gone, the Red Templars are scrambling.
I'll leave you to your work.